Hello again, everyone. My name is Germain, host of INFOcus People and Places. We're in the MCTV studios for, well, at least the start of today's segment. We're going to be heading out on the road in just a little bit to the Pinewood Derby, the annual Pinewood Derby. It's the Cub Scouts having a great time with homemade cars and racing and lots of fun and frolic at the Middlebury Municipal Gymnasium. And we're going to find out what the Pinewood Derby is all about right now. We have Middlebury Cubmaster of Pack 536 hosting the Pinewood Derby. We're going to find out what the Pinewood Derby is all about. Hardy Heffernan is joining us here in the studio. Hardy, thanks for joining us here.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you down there as well in just a little bit because the event has taken place, but we want to sort of prep everyone for this. People that are not aware of what the Pinewood Derby and all that fun is about. Give us a little history of the Pinewood Derby. Why is it called the Pinewood Derby?
Well, it started in 1953. There was a Cubmaster in California named Don Murphy, and his boy was too young to compete in the Cub Scout Derby, which is something they were doing previously, which is actually a soapbox derby.
Ah, okay. I think some people might get
they
confused.
still do that some days too. But anyway, so he still wanted his son to be able to compete and, to learn the values of hard work and sportsmanship. And so he had the idea to build small model cars and race them down a track, and it took off. And
so how many years has it been happening now? And not just here in Middlebury, but
it was,
around the country.
Shortly thereafter, within the next decade, it came to the attention of the national organization, and they saw the benefit of it and what a great idea it was. And you talk to any grown man today who was in Scouts, and the one thing he remembers the most is the Pinewood Derby. I've
encountered a lot of people that say they remember and that they still have their cars somewhere, in the attic or off in a trunk somewhere. They still have it around.
Yep.
So you mentioned some of the values, some of the things that you hope the kids take away from this. Talk a little bit about that. What everything that Scouts do, it's all about learning and taking something away that they can use later in their life. What do you, Hardy, hope that I know your son's involved, and many Middlebury boys are. What do you hope that this instills in them and that they take away from an event like the Pinewood Derby?
Well, at its core, the scouting movement, it's a family oriented organization, and so the real purpose is for the boy to spend time hopefully with his father or his grandfather, his uncle, or whoever the adult figure in his life is, to work on the car together and together to accomplish something, and then again to teach them the fundamentals of good competition, how to win gracefully and how to lose well.
And learn not to cheat, hopefully.
Yes.
Speaking of that, there are rules and regulations, and we're going to find out more about that because we're going to show some footage, and we'll sort of do play-by-play along the way, Hardy, so just prepare yourself for that. You have a weigh-in. The car has to be a certain size, I guess. There's a lot of little things that the kids have to remember. Right.
And there's actually a lot of rules, almost too many to remember. The car can't be longer than 7 inches. The wheelbase can't be wider than 2 3/4 inches. It has to have a ground clearance of 5/8 of an inch, I believe.
Wow.
It can't weigh any more than 5 ounces. That's where the weigh-in comes in pretty important.
No wonder you want the rest of the family to get involved in this. It seems a little overwhelming. It could probably seem overwhelming to a Cub Scout age child.
It probably could, And we were a little bit more lax with the rules in our derby, but we made it known that if the boys wanted to continue on and race in the district race, their car had to meet those standards.
And we'll talk more about that. Right now, let's send it down to the Middlebury Municipal Gymnasium, and we're going to see some footage that we took of this year, the 2007 edition of the Pinewood Derby. So, Hardy, let's take a look at the monitor here, and we're seeing right now the weigh-in. Tell us again a little bit about this. What took place?
Well, there's the scale, breaks it down to tenths of an ounce. And the car can weigh 5 ounces. It can weigh less, but obviously they're gravity powered, so heavier is better.
Yeah, and they can use coins. Are there things they can't use?
Yep. Whatever you attach has to be firmly attached.
Okay. So there you got the scale.
Yep.
And they're putting the car on there. And
see, there's a special weight kit you can buy that screws onto the bottom. Those usually make the cars too heavy.
Now, now we should mention that the Pinewood Derby, for maybe parents out there that are curious, you can get kits at area stores.
Yes. Yes, and usually those contain illegal parts. Yeah, they have one-piece axles that you're not allowed to use, and different tires you're not allowed to use.
So those were some of the cars, a lot of different shapes and sizes, but all well in the regulation. Now they're checking in.
Yeah. That's the Middlebury Scout Master, Mike Bowdish there, and he was...
And the Boy Scouts helped.
Yes, the Boy Scouts were phenomenal. They pretty much put the whole thing on. All we had to do was get everybody there, and the Boy Scouts handled a good part of the way in. They handled the
all the legal
starting,
matters,
right? The starting and the finishing, and
assigning numbers, getting the names written down, and doing the time checks and everything.
Right.
There's a lot to this.
Yeah, there's a lot of legwork involved.
All right, these are the Tigers. Explain the Tigers. What age group is that?
Tigers are first grade boys.
Okay.
It's their first year in Cub Scouts. And
so those are the first 3 cars that are going to race. They put them into a little box in the order. And talk a little bit about the track. Where do you get the track, by the way?
The track was built by someone ages ago, and I guess it's just been in the Middlebury and Weybridge family. Actually, our timer doesn't work so good, so we weren't using the 4th track. I guess it's faulty, so we can only race 3 cars at a time.
And there you go, there's the time.
And they make it so each car gets to race on each track, and then they take the best time.
Okay. All right. Again, this was held at the Middlebury Municipal Gym. And those are all the parents and relatives and friends of the racers there watching. Yeah. Oh, it looked like one car there kind of wiped out.
Yeah. We had a weigh-in a week beforehand so that they'd have time to work out all the different problems. Right. They could get the kinks worked out, get the car up to weight, and really take their time to work on it.
But you're never going to eliminate all of them.
Right. That's why we also had a weigh-in the day of the race.
So again,
unfortunately, there was one car that didn't make it to that weigh-in, and they had some real trouble getting it to sit on the track. I believe the wheels were too close, and the ground clearance wasn't enough. And at one point, I think the wheel actually fell off of it. Yeah.
Again, the Middlebury Boy Scouts helping out there with the track.
Yes.
Getting the cars into the right lanes and ready to race. And I would imagine that all of these, the Boy Scouts, they've experienced the Pinewood Derby themselves as racers at one point or another.
I believe they all have, yep. And that's one of the great things about having the Boy Scouts do it, is that the Cub Scouts get to see them and hopefully say, oh, well, one day I want to be the starter or the finisher.
And we should mention that before each of the heats, well, in this case, the Tigers, all of the kids with cars would sit down there and do a countdown, very enthusiastically.
Right. Yes. Try to get a lot of crowd involvement.
Yeah. So now, I guess the next level. What's the next level from Tigers?
That'd be the Wolves. The Wolves are the second grade boys.
Okay. I guess they're getting their cars ready now. Again, they go over and they get their numbers assigned, or if they have their number already assigned, they inform the people keeping track of such things what their number is.
Yep. The numbers were chosen at the weigh-in.
And here we go. We got some great angles on these shots. We have to give our film crew real good credit for this. And there's the times registering on there. So this track was not given to you by, like, let's say the national office. This was something that was made right here in the area.
I believe so.
Okay.
Yes. There are again, specifications and rules as far as the design of the track. It has to have a 4-foot drop, and it has to be X amount of feet long. Yeah.
So Hardy, you mentioned earlier that there is a district race. So these guys are kind of racing for that. What we had seems like we had a couple of cars hit
crash
there.
Yeah.
So there is a district race.
There is. The top 3 finishers in each age group get to go race in the district. That's going to be this Saturday, the 14th.
So that's a little more incentive for those kids.
Yeah.
They don't have to go, right?
No,
but,
they
but
don't
some
have
definitely choose to do so.
I think once they get a taste of winning, they want to, and
they just want to keep it
going.
going.
They get that medal or the trophy, and
how far can they go? I mean, there's a district. I mean, can they go?
As far as I know, it just goes as far as the district. I could be wrong. Maybe after the district, there'll be a council-wide race. I'm not really sure.
Talk a little bit about the organization as we continue to watch the races go on here at the Pinewood Derby.
The Cub Scouts or the scouting as a whole?
Yeah, scouting in the area as a whole. I mean, how does it work?
Well, there's individual units. Like a Cub Scout pack is a unit, or a Boy Scout troop is a unit. And from there, each unit is chartered under a district through a charter organization. Ours happens to be the VFW. I believe Middlebury Boy Scouts are affiliated with the American Legion. It can be any civic organization, a church, or anything.
Now, what is the level after Wolves? I believe we're seeing those racing now.
Those would be the Bears.
Okay. And Vermont, what is sort of the statewide organization?
That'd be the Green Mountain Council.
Okay.
So there's different districts within a council.
All right. So we see some more cars getting ready.
There's
here.
one of those special kit cars you were talking about, the blue one.
The blue one was a kit car, okay. I don't know who that boy is.
Yeah,
that's my son.
Yeah. Your son's was the red car, I believe, right?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
See, and it beat that kit car, so...
He did well in this round.
You don't need all those special gizmos and gadgets to win. You really don't.
He takes this seriously. Looked like we had a car kind of go off the track there.
Yeah, they had a lot of washers on the bottom there. Created some kind of air turbulence underneath it, or what?
Well, we haven't seen any go airborne yet. But this is a lot of fun. This has got to be one of the big events of your year, I would say.
Really, it's kind of the highlight of the year.
What other things do, well, let's just say your pack, 536, what kind of things do they do besides get ready for this and race this and all the excitement that's awarded here? And speaking of awarded, it's time now for the awards.
Yeah. That's Jeanette Guy-Carey, who's the Cub Master at the Weybridge pack.
And we should mention that Weybridge was involved with this.
Yep.
You guys were kind of experimenting with some cooperation between the two packs.
And I think it really went off well. Having more people involved really lessened the load on all of us.
Sure. Have you thought about expanding it to maybe some other area communities as well?
That would be a good thought. Maybe some of the smaller
Bring it up at
towns.
Your next meeting.
We will, yeah. Because they definitely have more fun having a larger crowd there than, say, a pack that only had 8 or 10 boys. I don't think they'd have as much fun at the race.
And I believe you had pretty much, and I think this was great, everybody, even those that didn't really place in the top 3, everybody took something home with them.
Yeah. Everybody got a patch for participating, and Jeanette made these great candy medals. So everybody got something.
I think that went over really well. You can't go wrong with candy.
Yeah. That's our district commissioner, David Schuler.
Well, he had a presentation. We aren't going to see
did.
any of that, but he did have a presentation there to kind of introduce everyone to the world of Boy Scouts.
Right. Every year the council conducts a Friends of Scouting campaign, and it's to try and raise funds for those things that we as units don't really pay into so much, like the camps and the various activities that the district puts on. Keeping the lights on at the headquarters up in Waterbury.
Right. Well, the awards continue here. And then you had a sort of a, Super Bowl of the whole thing. You had a big championship round.
Right. We had the fastest tiger, the fastest wolf, the fastest bear, and the fastest weeblo.
So the awards continue. And before we have the final races, and I interview some of the winners, overall winners, in just a bit. Hardy, give you a chance to throw out maybe a number or maybe even a website for if people would like more information on scouting.
Yeah, scoutingvermont.org.
Okay.
Is the Green Mountain Council's website.
Scoutingvermont.org.
And it's just loaded with links and information.
I think you could probably even find some information on Pinewood Derby.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And maybe a phone number, a local phone number for more information?
You can call me, 388-4225.
Okay. And of course, you can always find information. I'm being reminded that our website, INFOcusOnTV.com. You'll find some links there as well. You could go to our website for the show, and if you want to see this edition again, the Pinewood Derby edition of INFOcus, you can see that on there, and also we'll have, as I mentioned, links to that scouting website for the state of Vermont. And is that the national one, or is that the state that you gave us?
That's the state.
Oh, scoutingvermont.org.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. All right, scoutingvermont.org. But go to our website, which again, for people that did not realize we have that, INFOcusOnTV.com. We're really proud of it. Our webmaster has done an excellent job with that. Speaking of excellent job, we're continuing to see the awards given out here for a job well done for all the racers at the Pinewood Derby. And it's held the same time every year? So you'll do another one again in the spring?
Generally in the spring sometime, yep.
Okay.
Either February or March.
All right. So things winding down for the awards here, and then they'll have that championship round. We won't see that, but we will be talking with some of the winners of the Pinewood Derby. So it was a fun time, and hopefully we've enticed some parents out there, maybe even some area young people not involved in scouting. Now I know that this was also open to just non-scouts as well.
Right. We had it open to the public. We wanted people to come and see how much fun it could all be, and we had a bake sale to try and raise some funds within our pack. Obviously the awards and the patches and all that cost money.
Right.
And we do a lot more stuff. I'm going to try and get us outside more. I'd like to this summertime sometime have a campfire program, and we're going to have a weekend at Camp Sunrise in Benson.
So there's much more than just the Pinewood Derby.
Oh yeah.
Right.
There's a fishing derby we take place in. There was a Scouting Salute to Veterans Parade that we participated in this fall. They do that every year. It's just plenty of opportunities.
A lot of stuff. Right. Again, INFOcusOnTV.com to find out more information, and scoutingvermont.org. Right now, through the miracle of modern television or something like that, I'm going to send it down to myself, Jerry Germain, at the Municipal Gymnasium, where the championship round has been completed in the Pinewood Derby. So, folks, we're going to send it down to Jerry, myself, as I talk with some of the participants and some of the winners. Enjoy. Jerry, take it away.
Well, thank you. Here at the Middlebury Municipal Gym, we are talking with the third place winner overall tonight in the Pinewood Derby. We have Trey Bonavita with us. Hi, Trey.
Hi.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Now, how much work did you put into this?
Pretty much a lot.
Did you have any help?
Yes.
Who do you want to thank for helping you come in third?
My grandpa.
Oh yeah, what did he do?
He helped me make my derby car for the Pinewood Derby, and thanks a lot for my grandpa.
So you had fun tonight?
Yes.
All right. And you came in first overall with the Tigers?
Yes.
All right, well, congratulations. So what is next for Trey?
What do you mean?
Are you going to Disney World now, or what are you going to do to celebrate?
I don't know.
Take the parents out?
Sure.
There you go. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Coming in fourth overall tonight at the Pinewood Derby, first in the Bears is Kyle Desibray. Hi, Kyle.
Hi.
You look all wound up. You're very excited. You're very satisfied with tonight, correct?
Yes.
All right. What was the secret to your success? You've got a pitch black car here. What was the weights? All right. Talk about the weights. Talk about building the car.
It took us about 5 minutes to make it.
Do you want to thank anybody?
Yes.
Who helped you?
My dad.
Okay. Is that why he gets the candy?
Yes.
You gonna try to get it back from him?
No.
All right, Dad. You got the candy. It's all yours. Congratulations.
Thanks.
We're here with Ross Crown, who was first in Wolves, and you were, what did you come in, third overall?
Yeah.
All right, congratulations. Where are you from?
I'm from Weybridge.
And tell us a little bit about this car.
I curved it out at when we were making cars, but then I sanded it out and painted it and everything.
You did everything. It sounds like you were a carpenter.
Yeah. No, my dad helped me.
Your dad helped. You wouldn't get to use all these tools by yourself. How long did it take you?
About 3 to 4 days.
Have you done this kind of thing before?
Yeah, I've done it for 4 years. I did it when I wasn't even a scout for 2 years.
So you really enjoy this?
Yeah.
Very good. Well, you did a great job with that, and show our cameraman all the weights that you've got on the bottom there. Look at that! Wow. Well, very good. Congratulations, and best of luck in the future.
Okay. Thanks.
All right. Up next, we have
Colin.
and Colin. You came in third in Webelos.
Yes.
Are you excited about that?
Yes.
You have a really spectacular car here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Talk a little bit about building this car.
Well, I got it from a store.
Okay. Just like it is right now. I mean, you only got a block of wood, didn't you?
Yes.
How long did it take you to build this?
I don't know.
You don't remember? It took so long? Right. So talk a little bit about the colors on this.
Well, orange is my favorite color.
And what are those lightning bolts on there?
Yes.
And you got the tires at the tire warehouse?
Yes.
I didn't know they had tires that small.
They don't.
By the way, this is my son, Colin Germain, and I'm very proud of him. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You need to go home and get some sleep.
You too.
Thanks, Colin.
Bye.
Up next, we have Hayden Heffernan. Hi, Hayden.
Wait.
This is where you say, hi, Jerry.
Oh, it's Jerry. Hi, Jerry.
All right, you came in, did you say second?
Yeah, second place.
In the Wolves. All right, let's talk about your car here. Bring this car up here so all of you viewers can see it. Wow, talk about some of the designs on there.
Well, it really wasn't that hard because we bought the skin and then we just bought the stickers and the windshield and the weights. And then
It's an interesting design, and it helped you come in second tonight. And did you have any pressure since your father is the Cub Master?
a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure, huh? To do well. Well, congratulations, Hayden. This is where you say thank you, Jerry.
Oh, thank you, Jerry.
We are now here with the grand prize, the overall winner tonight in the 2007 Pinewood Derby. He is a lucky guy. He took home all the loot, actually just the larger trophy. But he's still happy. He's still proud. He did a great job. Your name is?
Thomas Crown.
Thomas, congratulations.
Thank you.
A lot of hard work to prepare this vehicle for the race.
Yeah, basically it was carve the car, paint it, make sure the axles were all aligned and all the ridges were out, and just putting the wheels on and getting the weight right.
Advice to young car makers out there, young Pinewood Derby, rookies on the circuit.
Well, aerodynamics, many people think it don't matter. It just matters how you got the wheels, how polished the axles are, and it'll be a fast car.
Those were the fireworks, the artillery, they're giving you a big, round of...
Cannons at me doesn't make me feel better.
Thomas, congratulations. All right, the overall grand winner of tonight at the Pinewood Derby for 2007 at the Middlebury Municipal Gym, Thomas Crown. He takes home the trophy and all the bragging rights in the Crown family. Now, we're going to wrap things up. We're going to send it back to the MCTV studios. To me. Take it away, Jerry.
Boy, he did a great job. What a handsome guy he is down there. Thank you, Jerry. Oh, well, here we are back in the studio. We hope you enjoyed those interviews. That was a lot of fun. That was as much fun as it seemed I was having. It was a great time. And, of course, you were there as Cub Master Hardy Heffernan, and it was a wonderful time. And we want to thank you for inviting us down there. That was a lot of fun. I never really experienced something like that, and I thought people would enjoy it. So we did take our cameras down there, and it was worth it.
Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for emceeing.
Mm-hmm. It was a lot of fun, and bigger and better next year, right?
Indeed.
Okay.
Definitely.
Again, for more information, you can go to INFOcusOnTV.com. We'll have links to the statewide scouting website, which, by the way, is scoutingvermont.org. And again, a phone number, Hardy, if they'd like to call you for more information.
388-4225.
388-4225, and I believe you'll see all that information on the screen as well. Hardy Heffernan, thank you so much, and enjoy yourself out there with all the wonderful kids that you work with, and keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Hardy Heffernan, he is the Middlebury Cub Master for Pack 536. Get your child involved in scouting. It is a lot of fun, and we had a lot of fun shooting this segment, not only here in the studio, but at the Municipal Gymnasium with the Pinewood Derby. That's going to do it for this edition of In Focus, People and Places. Once again, I'm Jerry Germain, and thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, as always, take care.